Hey guys, Dave here, and in this video I'll be unboxing, building and giving you an in-depth look at the Sleeping Duck Industruct bed frame, which I'm really excited about. We've just moved house and I've been using the original Sleeping Duck mattress and bed frame, which has been going super strong for the last 5 years. No issues. I did a review for that a while back. With an extra room in the new house though, we've decided to move that to the spare room, and when I saw that they had a new bed frame product with a headboard option, I knew that it'd be perfect for this new house. So I'm super curious to try this out because from what I can tell, this is a really unique and very engineered approach to the bed frame. And I think people often neglect the importance of a bed frame for their sleeping setup. Just like any building, for example, a strong solid foundation is one of the most important aspects. And that's true for beds as well. It doesn't matter how good your mattress is. If your bed frame moves and sags, then so will your mattress, leading to potentially poor sleep. So let's get stuck into it. I've got the king size Houseman frame, but the main concept will be the same regardless of what design you choose. Now, the first thing I've noticed is how organized the packaging is. Everything is clearly labeled and separated, which is great. So there's one box here for the main frame, one box here for the platform, one box for the side pack. So that's how the bed actually looks around the main frame. There's the headboard here and one box for the bed legs. Let's start by opening up and building the main frame. All right, so we've got all the hardware in this box. Wooden legs. So this is the steel C-spine beam, and that is solid. Really, really solid, quite heavy there. This C-spine beam is what really makes this bed. You don't usually find steel elements like this in a bed frame, so that's pretty cool. So these appear to be the outer frame beams. Looks like that's joined together with a hinge already, which is great. All right, let's start with the main element of the Industruct bed, which are the C-spine beams. These are C-shaped steel beams used for the edge beams as well as support beams underneath each sleeper. Now, throwing it back to my earlier days as a structural engineer, C-shaped steel beams like this, we used to call them PFCs, are incredibly versatile and strong support beams. So it's cool to see them utilized in a bed frame this way. So we've got one of these situated beneath each sleeper and one leg support beneath each C-spine. Now in total we have 6 bed legs, 2, as I've already mentioned, support the internal C-spine beams, and then 4 corner bed legs. Picking this up, you definitely feel the weight and sturdiness of it. It's basically like one giant screw with an M39 thread on it. So I believe we just simply screw these in. And that's absolutely rock solid. No way that's going to be moving. Of course, depending on the different design you choose, you'll get slightly different external looks with the corner bed legs, but the core structure is the same regardless. Now, all these elements are pretty heavy. Now, I'm sure you could probably just pull it off doing it yourself, but I got my good mate Jimmy helping me out here. So just gotta screw these button heads. Now they're really sturdy as well. That's just all steel. And slot this in. Right, now the main frame's together, I'm just going to open up the corner bed legs. So I've got the Herman Chrome legs here. So they're a little bit different than the, this ginormous Allen key tool. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen an Allen key that big. Got beautiful chrome legs here. I've got these button head screws with washers. So very similar to what was on the corners of the edge beams. And we just use this ginormous Allen key to help us tighten it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. All right, thanks, mate. Okay, all the bed legs are on. Let's add the C-spines onto the main frame. Now our frame is complete. I'm gonna start building the platform to go on top of it. So we'll now add these support panels, which are made of timber, and they look absolutely phenomenal. They've got all these holes in them which look cool, but they're, I'm assuming, serving a purpose of ventilating the mattress to avoid mold buildup. So we'll just screw these onto the main frame, and then what we'll have is an incredibly rigid surface with the support panels acting like bracing to prevent the frame from racking. I've set up my fair share of beds with just regular slats, and they're super annoying installing them one at a time, and they feel super flimsy. I've broken so many though. So this feels just so much sturdier and a lot easier to install and remove. So let's get stuck into it. So the main chassis is pretty much built, and this is more or less the same skeleton you'll get from all the Industruct beds. Now here's where the fun begins, because we'll now screw on the skins to finish the aesthetic look for the bed frame. Here's one of the sandstone panels, and it looks gorgeous, feels great, and pretty simple. I think we just need to attach this onto the sides. All right, so I've made a silly mistake, and I've sort of just jumped ahead and assumed that the platform goes on after the frame. But in order to get these side panels on, there actually needs to be some access. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the platform off and then do these panels first in the headboard, and then finish with the platform at the end. I guess I just got a little bit confused because the boxes were labeled number 1, frame, 2, platform, 3, sideboards, etc., etc. So that's where my confusion was. But you live and learn, right? So let's fix this up. All right, so unbox the headboard, because this is going on next, and it needs to be attached via these L brackets. I was looking for the L brackets, but couldn't find them in the box. So for those of you who was looking for the L brackets in the box, they're hidden inside the headboard here. So let's take them out, and then we're gonna have to attach them to this frame and then slide it in. Right, here are the L brackets. They're gonna help us install the headboard. And again, solid steel, nice and thick. I don't think these are going anywhere. So we slotted that headboard in using the L frame brackets, and even without the screws in, you cannot make that budge at all. So those brackets are no joke. Cool, let's screw these in. So there it is, the finished Industruct bed. Looks amazing, was super simple to put together, although I should have read the instructions first before jumping ahead and following the numbers on the boxes. And I will also say that it does really help if you have 2 people helping you build this. You might be able to manage just by yourself, but really a lot of this stuff is super heavy because of how sturdy it is. So now I'll whack a mattress on, and I'll give it a few weeks to test it out. So after a few weeks, my wife and I have been really stoked with the Industruct bed frame. As the name suggests, it's pretty damn indestructible. No issues with squeaking and movement. It's just insanely rock solid with the C-spine steel beams positioned underneath each sleeper. And honestly, I'm so stoked not to be dealing with any slats anymore that can sometimes snap and break when moving beds around or disassembling. You can obviously use whatever mattress you'd like with this bed frame, but we've opted to pair it with the Sleeping Duck Mark II mattress, which I've got a video for too. If you want to check out the video for the mattress unboxing and review, then I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So overall bed frame, super happy with it. Now, when you're building it, you will just feel how high quality the components are and how strong everything is when it's put together. Honestly, there's not much I can fault on the Sleeping Duck bed frame. I would say the only thing is the boxes were numbered 1 to 5, but the order in which they were to be built was a little bit different in the instruction manual. So read the instruction manual, and you definitely will need 2 people to help you build the Sleeping Duck Industruct bed, as the components can be quite hefty. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time on DT Unboxed. Cheers.